Alright everybody, just on the last video, we were leaving Dallas, Texas and headed up to Lawton, Oklahoma, I think it was. And there's continuations. The job we know we were going to have. They gave it to us the last minute so we didn't have to deadhead home. So this put some money in our pockets to get us home rather than just spending money on fuel with no pay. Well, we stopped at this Pilot here. This place is really nice. It's like some kind of Texas steakhouse Pilot. It's very, very nice. Like nothing I've ever seen before. Check it out. Even the bathrooms, top notch in this place. Almost as nice as the Buc-ee's. Very fancy. Don't want to get into any privacy stuff, but very clean. Very nice. Yeah, that place, Texas Best Smokehouse. Very nice inside. Highly recommended. All right, it's time to get back on the road, get this truck moving again. All right, everyone, we just crossed into Oklahoma. We've only got about 35, 40 miles to go till we get to the warehouse and this next load is stored in. So we should get there within the hour. It's only about 3,600 pounds. I think Talon and I can probably load that by ourselves. 2.5, 3 hours maybe. We still have to pad the furniture. They may have it padded already, but we'll have to take the pads off of it, inspect the furniture, make sure there's no damage. Because if it is, we have to document it. Otherwise, it becomes our damage, and then we have to pay for it. So we don't want to do that. So we'll take their pads off, put our pads on, load it into the truck, and then get as far as we can today. But anyway, we'll catch back up with you when we get to the warehouse. This is what Oklahoma looks like right here. Not much of anything. I don't know if it showed up on camera real well, but there's a little mountain range over there off to the west. There you go. Not a real big one, but sorry, the road's a bit bumpy here. Into the warehouse, and they've got everything on the dock, so we're loading it into the trailer. That up front is what we got there so far. These here are just our empty boxes. I'm gonna go to trash, but that is part of the customer's load. And it's a little bit of stuff out here on the dock floor. Well, everyone, we got that one loaded up pretty quick. It took us about an hour and a half or so, and we're back on the road. I guess we're heading up towards Interstate 40. We're gonna run that across through Arkansas and into Memphis, Tennessee, and I think at that point we're going to dip back down into Mississippi and head over towards Atlanta to pick up the Mini Cooper and then head home. We won't make it all the way there today, but hopefully by tomorrow we'll actually be home and sleeping in our own beds. Here, we give you some more Oklahoma roads. Taking a break here at a rest area. It's a beautiful day here in Oklahoma. It's probably mid to high 50s if I had to guess. Slightly breezy, so in the shadows it's kind of chilly, but in the sunlight it feels pretty nice. So by law we have to take a 30-minute break because it's been 8 hours since we started our shift. So we had to stop here. Gives us time to relax for a minute, get something to drink, use the restroom, and then we'll log back on to finish our day. It's getting late in the evening. Just wanted to show the sunset. The colors are really pretty as it goes from the blue to the pink, a little bit of yellow, and then fades into the gray. Arkansas last night, about 9:30 night. Stopped, finally got some good hot showers, got some fresh coffee this morning, and we've been back on the road since just after 8 o'clock this morning. So pretty good. We're just now coming into West Memphis. In fact, you can see a little bit of downtown. Barely see the skyline over there, and it's disappearing behind the hill. Off of I-40 and I-55, so it won't take us through downtown Memphis, but we're going to cut across real quick and jump right into Mississippi and start heading towards Birmingham, Alabama on our way back to Atlanta. That Mississippi River again. Just like that, we're in Mississippi. When you cut the corner that way, you're only in Tennessee for about 10 or 15 minutes, not real long. So we're still on 55 South. This will join us up to 269, which will take us over to 22. And then 22 will run us all the way into Birmingham, Alabama, where we'll pick up 20 and run that the rest of the way into Atlanta. It's kind of nice they got this all finished when we get through here now. We used to have to get off onto some surface streets, and it was really rough roads and about 10 or 15 stoplights, a bunch of stop and go with heavy traffic before we could pick up 22. So this is a welcome surprise that we didn't have to go that route this time. All right, everybody, all was going really good, and then crap happened. We're coming down Interstate 22. We just crossed into Alabama. We were only about 14 miles in. Talon was passing a truck that was going a little bit slower than we were, and out of nowhere from the left side jumps a deer in front of us. smashed up the front of the truck a little bit. Not terribly bad. Let me show you what's going on. So as you can see, it damaged the bumper. It also broke the fitting off right here that goes into the air dryer and the signal port for the air dryer. So I've had to bypass the air dryer completely. So I did the line here. Sorry, this line here normally goes into the side, and this line here in this fitting normally goes up underneath in the bottom. So I had to bypass them so that we still had brakes and could supply air to the trailer and whatnot. The problem is the regulator's built into this air dryer as well, so it won't regulate the air. The first time we did it, we thought we were good, and it built way too much pressure, and it had to escape from one of the pressure relief valves in the tank. That's why you'll see here this fitting is leaking. That's by design. So we drove it probably another 50 miles since then, and what we're doing here is allowing a certain amount of air to actually leak out so that we don't build too much pressure. However, it's not working good enough. We're still getting pressures too high in there, so we were doing dumb stuff like when nobody was around, we were just pulling the air horn and letting the air horn bleed that air pressure off to get back down to a normal pressure. That would get really awkward when cars are driving by. So, and it was really annoying, man. That air horn, I mean, for literally holding it for a minute and a half while it bled pressure down, you know, at 60 miles an hour, the compressor was building up so fast, we had to fight that. So, then when we realized that, you know, the passenger seat's air ride, it goes up and down, so Talon just started making the seat go up and down and up and down and up and down so that it would take air out of that. And just very tedious and tiresome. So this is what we came up with for now. Marcel has an air seat on the driver's side, but it's broken, so it doesn't work. So there's an air line there not being used. So I went and bought a one of those blowguns that you can tie into your seat at the truck stop for 20 bucks. We're gonna hook it to that air line. That way we can use it. We can just squeeze a little handle and release some of the pressure in the system so we can get this truck home and get the new part ordered for it. No place near us has the part, so we didn't want to be stuck on the side of the road. Guys, I'm hoping you can see it, but this is the air line that Marcel had there. That's the one coming through the floor with the zip tie around it. And this one here is the one that would go to the seat normally, but he's had it disconnected. So we're gonna cut that zip tie, and we are going to use this straight union right here. And then we are going to hook this air hose without this T-fitting on it to that union. I'm hoping that's all the right size. It looks like it. And then that way we'll have a relief valve inside the truck that we can muffle with a pillow and not be annoying. All right, guys, so there it is. It's hooked in. We can release this, and we should be able to drain air out of the system. So basically what we're doing is self-regulating. By self-regulating, because the regulator is not working, because we've had the whole system bypassed, we will have to control that air pressure as we're driving down the road. We've only got a couple hours to get to our destination, and then we're off with this truck for 2 weeks because we got to get in the other truck in the Goliath and head to Daytona for Bike Week. So if this gets us home, then I can get the parts ordered to just replace that entire air dryer. The problem with the air dryer is you can see that embossment on there where that fitting fits in broke off. There is no fixing it. Truth is, if I had a tap and die set here that was the right threads, I could probably jerry rig it to where it would have worked, but I didn't have access to the tools, and none of these truck stops carry decent tools like that. So we decided to do it this way. So hopefully it works. We'll catch up with you later and let you know whether it did or not. All right, everybody, it looks like our little jerry rig thing did the trick. We made it back to Atlanta. So now we're gonna get the Mini put back into the back of the truck so we can take it home with us and not leave it down here in the Atlanta area. Pretty neat how we got that to regulate out. We were able to maintain the proper air pressure, and we got, I don't know, what, another 150, 200 miles here, and we still got another 130, I think, to get home once this is done. So sit tight, we're gonna get this car in here. Hold on. up a little bit, get closer to this one. Actually, no, just back up just a tiny bit. Hang on, we'd like to be recording. All right, the Mini Cooper's tucked in there nice and tight. And I think we've only got just shy of 2 hours before our clock runs out. So we're gonna see if we can make it home so I don't have to use PC. But I'll be so close if I have to, I'm gonna use PC anyways. All right guys, I made it back to North Carolina. I'm trying to get this Mini out of here now. Hey, I'm trying to look, see. All right, you're good on this side? Yeah, the wheels lined up good. Let me check this side. All right, hold on a second. Go forward just a little bit. All right, I think you're good. Just come down real slow. At least if this goes wrong, at least we got it on video. All right, hang on. Somehow you got it crooked. Yeah, you're coming off of this side, so pull forward and go to the left. Your other wheel is almost off. This back one over here, it's up on the edge. So can you get it to come forward? Let me see, you're way over here. Well, I'm sorry I didn't get all that. I had to turn the camera off so I can use the flashlight on the phone to guide him down the ramps a little bit better. So nothing exciting. We had a little bit crooked, had to straighten it out, then bring her down, but it all went well. Well, we're finally home to North Carolina. We didn't make it all the way on our on-duty time. Probably about the last 45 miles or so, I had to go off duty and log on to PC. Now, for those of you that don't know, PC means personal conveyance. That means I was using the truck as my private transportation, not as a commercial carrier. Now, typically you're not supposed to do that because I do have a trailer on and we do have a paying load in the trailer. However, this load really doesn't need to be delivered for another 12 days. So we're going home. So we were legitimately going home. So I think we can make that fly, but we'll see. But I think that's going to close out this video. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Get more people to watch these videos, please. We'll see you guys later. Until the next time, keep those engines running.